So back in Saigon, and I'm here for a few days, walking out of the airport back into the heat, the hustle and bustle of the big city, and just riding from the airport to the hotel, just got the sense of how big the city was. You always forget, but when you come back, you're like, this is a big city with a population of over 10 million people. There's a lot going on here. And this is the hotel I'm staying in. It's called My Cozy. It's quite nice. It's a very big room. There's a whole kitchenette here. Place I can do a little bit of work, which is good. 2 beds over here, which I don't really need, but I guess I got 2. And this was $30 per night. You can get a basic room in Ho Chi Minh City for like $15 a night. I was just booking last minute and this place looked nice, so grabbed this one. And in true Vietnamese fashion, we've got some construction right outside the window. Safety first, which is funny because the way people do construction in Vietnam is far from safe. You'll see guys like just hanging with no harness, like off the side of the building, no helmets or anything. And there we've got Landmark 81, which I think is the tallest building in Southeast Asia. 81 floors. Look what we've got here. Journey sandwiches.
Real sandwiches.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. So much for the vegan life.
So Journey's was right around the corner from Ninja Teacher Academy. So we get this all the time. Really good sandwich. Probably one of the best sandwiches in Ho Chi Minh. Nothing like this in Da Nang. So this is the cool thing about Saigon. I just got here, spoke to a few friends, and already everyone's like, oh, there's this new bar opening, there's a tattoo event happening tonight, come across to this place, and there's just so much going on. And even just walking down the street in this area of Tao Dien District 2, which is quite a quiet area really, there's just so much more hustle and bustle than in a city like Da Nang. So I'm definitely remembering what I liked about Ho Chi Minh City. Eddie and I just went out and grabbed a beer, but just walking along the streets, the energy, just the people here, a really good vibe to the city. You know, you can literally feel like the energy of a city and the vibrance of it, and Ho Chi Minh City's got that. And tomorrow I got some plans to get some really good Vietnamese food, so stay tuned for that. But for now, I'm gonna get some sleep. I just got woken up to them doing construction on the floor above me. I don't know if you can hear that. I already went down and asked reception. They were literally just like smashing a wall or something like that before 8 a.m. in the morning. Yep, they didn't stop for me. They're just like, nope, we're doing our thing. Get over it. It's not that early, but like, don't do construction on the floor above a room you've rented out. Like, come on. Sometimes there's just some real short-sightedness in Vietnam, like customer service wise and even construction and the way they do construction. Apparently it's very rushed and the quality of it isn't very good. You're not really thinking this through. Okay, you want to make money for the room and get your construction done, alright, but you're not going to get a good review from a customer if they're woken up and there's construction the whole day, especially because I wanted to do some work here. Anyway, complaint done. I'm with Miranda.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. Back in my old neighborhood. I'm excited.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're jumping out now to get some food.
It's a cafe now.
So, in the back alleys of your old neighborhood?
Yeah, I haven't been here in like a year actually. I live like 25 minutes away now, but I've been busy exploring my new place, so it's good to be back.
When we made a video on your old apartments,
Yeah.
must have been a couple of years ago now.
Yeah.
Eh? And that was, yeah, it's just that way. That video actually got a lot of views. It was a really nice apartment.
Yeah, it was a great apartment. I do really miss it, but now I'm a lot more central, which is nice and convenient. I'm much closer to everybody and everything I kind of do.
Cool. So we're gonna go now and get some bolne. This is a really famous spot, right? At least it's very popular.
Yeah,
and
it's a bit pricier than kind of what you can find all over the city, but it's really, really popular in the evenings, full of locals. The quality is really good. It's honestly probably one of my favorite places in the city, and I don't get out here enough, so I'm really excited.
All right, so let's go try it out. Okay, so this is the restaurant here, and it's down a few different alleys. You were saying, Miranda, it's like all the slashes, right?
Yeah, so the address has 3 separate numbers with slashes, so it's really hard to try and take grabs here. We just took a grab and got dropped off on the main street and walked down here.
So yeah, you gotta explore the alleys to actually try and find it.
This district, Nhuận, is just so many alleys like this, and I do kind of miss that. I miss just kind of walking around, and all the cafes and restaurants were hidden in back alleys and super quiet and the traffic.
That's one of the best things about Vietnam is all the secret alleys, finding the places that are hidden away. Oh, amazing. Thank you. Oh, it's still sizzling.
I know, so good. Don't touch the plate, it's so hot.
Yeah.
I've made that mistake before. So the pate that they serve with this, which is super common in a lot of Vietnamese cuisines, it's one of my favorites that I've ever had. It's just so good, so fresh tasting.
That's the pate over there. I love the shape of it.
I know.
It's like it's in the canal shape.
It's so cute. This is how I do it. You know, I've seen Vietnamese people doing it differently, but I like to just make like little mini sandwiches. But basically, you've got the bread, you've got like some salad and stuff like that, some fries, and then fried onions, steak, egg, pate, and just kind of mix it all together. I make a little mini sandwich. So I just kind of shove some stuff on the baguette and take a bite, but it's really hot, so I'm gonna let it cool down. Okay, let's try and hopefully not burn my mouth off. It's so good. It's exactly as good as I remembered.
Good facial reaction.
I just switched to exclusively food blogging, I think. That's my true passion. So
I think so.
it's just like the ultimate comfort food. It's like steak and eggs, but sort of a Vietnamese take on it. So good.
All right. Get some onions on there. Just try some with the pate.
Good, isn't it?
That's tasty.
So good.
Yeah, so yours is more the sliced up steak. Mine's like the actual piece of steak. Yeah, this is great.
Beef's just not a very common protein in Vietnamese dishes. You find it here and there, but pork is a lot more central, seafood. So this is really nice to have sometimes.
Yeah, and you were saying it's probably why it's maybe a bit more expensive than some other places, because this is actually really good. And
Yeah, the quality.
sometimes the steak is not that great in Vietnam, or at least it'll be like little slices of beef that aren't that tasty, but this is really good. Did you say it's sometimes water buffalo?
Well, don't quote me on this. I might be wrong. We'll find out via YouTube. But I think that sometimes water buffalo is used as the beef protein. I don't know. Someone tell me in the comments.
It
I
makes
have no
sense,
idea.
because you see them everywhere, just wandering around.
And I never see cows. The true Saigonese way, chili sauce on everything. Pizza, sandwiches, I've totally adapted. It might be a little disgusting to my family when I go home and pour chili sauce on my pizza.
I never even liked hot stuff until I moved to Asia. My first year in South Korea, when I just ate spicy food every single day, I just got used to it. I'm like, okay, this is my life now.
Is the food as spicy in Da Nang as it is here?
I'd say not as much, because they have that sweet chili jam a lot.
I think kind of stereotypically food in the South is usually spicier. In Hanoi, that's not quite as popular.
Vietnamese napkins, always available.
Yeah, usually charge like 2,000 or 3,000 for them, which is pennies.
Thank you. Got some smoothies. This is the Chui Yo. Chui is banana, so banana and yogurt smoothie. Oh yeah, that is good.
So good.
Nice. And it's got condensed milk in it.
Yeah, like
Of
all
course.
good Vietnamese smoothies.
So it's 175 total.
A little under 90 per person.
Yeah.
With fries. The dish itself is like 60 or 70, I think, for the bonnet.
That place was a little bit pricier, but really good, worth the extra price. And these smoothies are what?
21.
21.
Just
so
under $1.
dollar smoothies.
Yeah.
Do you love Vietnamese food, like the look of the lifestyle in Vietnam, and would consider living here? Well, if so, then you could consider teaching English in Vietnam or teaching English online to earn an income. So if you're interested in that, head over to ninjateacher.com, where you can become TEFL certified to become an English teacher and earn an income by doing that, and move to Vietnam when the borders reopen. And if you've watched a few of our videos so far and you haven't subscribed yet, do so now so you don't miss out on future videos. We've got another video from Saigon coming up showing some of the nightlife, so stay tuned for that. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more videos about teaching English, life in Vietnam, and all of that good stuff. Alright, I'll speak to you then. Peace.